Thug and Gunna. Oh man. So on May the 9th, Young Thug was arrested at his Atlanta home after being named in a broad 56 count gang indictment. According to the indictment, the rapper and 27 others, including Gunna, allegedly conspirated to violate the Georgia criminal racketeering law. The government claims that YSL, Young Thug's rap collective and label, also known as Young Stoner Life, is a criminal gang with ties to the National Bloods organization. That's coming from CNN right down the line, man. What's you guys' take on that?
I mean, a whole bunch of unfortunate events, it sounds like, for real, for real. I mean, when I first heard about it, it was hard to believe, being that those were two really big names in hip hop, especially right now. I mean, currently, it's not like some older names. I mean, even then, a RICO charge it still would have shocked me. But yeah, the fact that there's two relevant dudes that are like, pretty much dominating the airways, I'm like, man, how can they be a part of something so, something so crazy? You know what I mean? But obviously, the court is gonna, we have to wait for everything to play out, and we'll see if, whatever they're saying is true, and we'll find out basically. But it's unfortunate. You will hope that people of that level, once they get a certain amount of money, that they will be able to detach from any kind of street life. Your name shouldn't even be involved in any kind of indictment or any type of gang affiliation. I mean, I understand life happens before they get on and get rich and all of that, but you got to find a way to detach yourself from it so you can avoid situations like this. So it's unfortunate, super unfortunate.
It kind of goes into our, one of our next topics coming up about, does money, make you more than who you already are, or does it change people around you? But when I first heard about it, I didn't really know what to think about it at first, because, sometimes, things come out and it's just speculation about, what they think is going on. So they don't really know everything that's going on. It could be the case, could not be the case. We'll see. Like Mel said, everything got to play out. So I'm just kind of like waiting for everything to play out, firstly. But secondly, I didn't even know what a RICO charge was. So I had to do my research on a RICO charge. And I was like, man, like, that's a charge you do not want to get. Like, the minimum sentence for a RICO charge is 20 years, like, flat. Like, there is no other minimum sentence. Like, it's just 20 years. I'm like, man, that's basically a life sentence, So, I mean, like Mel said, man, you would hope that people, at that level would, not be involved in that kind of stuff, find some kind of way to detach themselves away from that lifestyle. Like he said, before you get rich, yes, life happens. You may have been involved in that kind of stuff beforehand, but when you reach a certain type of success, you gotta find some type of way to detach yourself away from that same lifestyle.
Like, man, the RICO it's not too many people that's able to come up out of that bout and make it to the innocent. And we want to make sure that yes, you are innocent until proven guilty. Mm-hmm. All right. So we just want to make sure that we emphasize that, because a lot of times as Black men, a lot of times I feel like it's the opposite. It's like we're guilty until we're actually proven innocent. Yeah. I don't want to make it seem like to the public that what the things that we did do if we actually were guilty. And I'm seeing like a lot of people on social media say, free Young Thug, free Gunna. They always trying to lock us up, Black men, and things of that nature. And like, I can't speak for any other culture except for ours, right? But I don't know why sometimes it seems like in our culture, it's like we look for excuses for wrongdoers, when shouldn't we just hold that same accountability regardless of what race it is? Like, if I did something, then all right, I gotta accept responsibility for it. Like, even if I'm your dog, you've been knowing me for X amount of years and things like that, unless it's something that I feel like, you know what, I can understand why he did it. Mm-hmm. And like, Mel, what you said, like, you don't have to involve yourself in it. Like, you're a multi-millionaire. Again, I don't know the 26 other people. I don't know the 26 other people, you know. But at the same time, it's like, bro, like you got people who are willing to kill to get up out of the hood and the situation that they in. And it just goes to show you that no matter how much money you ever have, if mentally you're not ready to evolve and expand, it really means nothing. Like Robin Williams and a lot of other celebrities, committed suicide, right?
Yeah.
It's this person that I follow on IG. I can't think of the name right now, but he pretty much he's a coach and he calls out people who use Photoshop, right? And these people that's actually using Photoshops are all people who are like IFBB pros, so they compete. Now we're talking about the top level, right, of competing.
Mm-hmm.
So I say both of them to say we're talking about people at the highest level when it comes to physically how you appear to be, and we're talking about celebrities who we believe have millions and billions of dollars, and yet these people have suicide rates as well. So it just goes to show you that just because you got a certain amount of money in your bank account, and just because your appearance may look like it's so great, that if like internally you're not happy, don't none of that shit matters.
Yeah,
right?
don't.
And I understand like a lot of times when we make it out the hood, man, we want to bring the whole hood with us, man. But it's people in your circle that don't necessarily deserve that. You know what I mean? Like, and I don't, especially us as guys, man. A lot of times, it's like we feel obligated. It's like, yo, I feel obligated to take this person with me or take that person with me. You know, man, this shit is crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah, it is. It is weird to see sometimes how so many people just, it feels like jumped to support, and it's really supporting somebody that they don't even know, and you're supporting something. Yeah, you have no idea, basically. Like you know, there's another side of it. There's victims. You know what I mean? And again, I don't know the whole story. Sometimes people just they play in the street, and I don't necessarily consider them victims. You know what I mean? But at the same token, they got family members and they have parents and people that are hurting. So just let it play out. You know what I mean? I don't like when people jump out and start screaming free this, free that. But I also kind of understand because they want to be supportive. You know what I mean? They want to be supportive. It already seems as if our backs are constantly against the wall. We're 13% of the population. It ain't too many of us. So, right or wrong, we tend to like have each other's backs. Sometimes for the good, sometimes for bad. So it's really a complicated situation. I feel like with that.
Yeah, I agree.
Let me ask you this question. So, somebody who I knew, like in the past, right? He wound up, come to find out, he wound up going to jail for, it was like child molestation, rape, that type of lane, right? And I remember like it was people that was still saying like free him and free that, right? And to myself, I was like, damn. Now again, it wasn't like I can't say he was my best friend, but it was somebody who I knew. And it's certain things, and we've had this conversation on our show before. When it comes to like any kind of sexual activities, forcing yourself physically, rape and all that, I have like a very, very one-sided mind. Like that's one of those topics that I know I can't talk about with. I can only have a certain level of restraint because I can't see it any other way. So I can't say, you know what, I believe that person can change. Honestly, I'm gonna be perfectly honest with you. And I was just like, damn, like we know he was found guilty. They found like his DNA and things of that nature. And people are still saying like, yeah, free him and free things like that. And I try not to go back and forth on social media or back and forth with people in general because you got your own opinion and everything like that. But I was like, damn, like, and for a split second, I was like, damn, am I the wrong one because I'm not saying free him? You know what I'm saying? So it's wild. It's crazy.
Wild, yeah.
It's crazy.
It is wild. It is.